Warhol Show. Woo! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Harmon Warhol bringing you another episode of the Harmon Warhol Show. Yep. And I have a third time appearing guest. Wow, I've been doing this for over a year. Not only is he a rapper, not only is he a singer, not only is he a father, not only is he a great person, I would say not even, matter of fact, he is just a solid spirit. Ooh. Man, my dog Madspill. Yee. Bam!
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome
to my house.
This is your house, bro. Thank you for inviting me to your house, bro. To what is this? Like overhead canopy? Canopy. It's decorated nicely, bro. You have a beautiful home.
Gotta keep the shade popping.
And we're having a cool time, bro. Honestly, I've done Madspill. I interviewed him twice already, but I really wanted to push it because he asked, and also because his new project, his COVID mixtape, Quarantine, came out not too long ago, less than a month ago, right?
Yeah, May 3rd. May 3rd.
That's my dad's birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday to your pops.
Yeah, bro, 61 years old.
Man, he look like he's 48.
40 something, yeah.
How we trying to be out here, man.
And he's got more followers than me. So anyway, thanks TikTok. So Madspill, how did your project COVID music come? Like, what came into fruition? Like, did you start it literally right when quarantine happened, or you already had some shit going?
Let me think chronologically.
Don't forget to project.
From my fresh memory, the COVID music project started right at like the day after the San Joaquin County stay-home order went out. And then I was already doing art, but something clicked in me, was like, I want to take this time to go inward and create and cleanse and, you know, spend time with my family. And I want to embody all of my own emotions into something that records like my quarantine. Like, this is a crazy time for a lot of people. Yeah. And I feel like putting it into song was the best way to use it as like my quarantine diary in a way.
Did you do all the beats?
No, the production is all kind of random, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like I fuck with a lot of different producers, and yeah, all the beats. I'm working on something right now that's all me, but honestly, there's a part of myself that's not comfortable. Like,
not ready.
I'm not ready to use my own content, even though I love it. It's like, it's different.
Why you not ready to put yourself out there like that?
I think my songwriting process is different over beats that I've created from scratch, because the rhythms and the cadences, like I know the beat back and forth. Yeah. So I think I overanalyze it when I'm writing a song versus hearing a beat that I've never heard before. Yeah. Ideas flow differently. Yeah, because you're just kind of trying to get find that idea that's like what's making you feel like while you're making the beat, you felt so many different things until it got to an end. I have a full album in the vault that's all of my beats, and I'm proud of it, but something is stopping me from recording the project. Like, it hasn't been a priority. Yeah. But I know that those songs will be recorded eventually, and I'm excited.
I feel people trip out, like people who make music like that, and like they're like, "What do you mean you just have it? You're not pushing it?" I'm like, bro, you know how many songs I can make if I really wanted to sit down and have all the time in the world? Like, yeah. Bro, like during the quarantine, bro, like I was making songs and doing stuff. Like, not only was I doing songs, I started learning more video tutorials and stuff like that. I started editing. There's stuff like that I made that's not going to come out because it's just a practice run or something, or it's just like something to go and do. And this dude is laughing. Yeah, man. So it's just like, you know, a lot of it is when it's ready, it's ready. You know what I mean? And that's why I was asking about the quarantine one, because I'm like, bro, you must have busted that out quick just off the feeling. You know what I mean?
It really was fast. It was in the course of like 2 weeks solid, and then I spent about 2 more weeks doing like the art and pre-promoting, and then waiting for it to go live. So that's like a course of 1 month, maybe a month and a week. And it feels like we've been quarantined forever. So, I mean, I started it early in the journey because I wanted it. You know, there's rumors of other counties opening up, and I wanted it to drop during our local quarantine. I didn't want quarantine to be over and then drop it, like a kind of like a, I don't know, I feel like the energy hits different because people are still going through it. Yeah. So you can listen to it from the place that I was in.
While you're still in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for this time, you know?
So that's what I was going to ask again, too. This is because, like, how is it to be able to put out a quarantine mixtape so when this is all over, How, like, you know what I mean? Like, people are still gonna listen. So me, I know I will, because there's more than a few songs that like don't even really go into quarantine. They kind of give you a feeling like the one your name, the one about your name. Who is it? I don't know.
Yeah, your name. Yeah,
your name
yeah,
right there.
Like
that one, even
song.
if you're not in quarantine,
you can still slap that.
That one's like a regular song,
it's
but because
relevant.
you're in quarantine, it means more, because that's the only way you're really popping at chicks. Is on Instagram or social
Straight
media.
Up, like,
you know what I mean?
So that it's funny you mentioned that, because that's how I coordinated the journey from track 1 to 11. Was like, it's literally a story of my personal dialogue and my personal experience in quarantine, but it's relatable. It's written in a way that's relatable to all people. Yeah. We can all relate to being stuck in the house and being on your phone and you're scrolling and you see a beautiful person, man or woman, and you're just like, dang, I gotta talk to you.
What's the chorus? Because the chorus goes like Instagram. What's singing the chorus?
The chorus is, I don't know your name. I just seen your face on the gram, and it just repeats.
Yeah, I don't know your name. But it's just the way you say it and stuff. It's like a cool flow, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I was just like, oh, damn, because like that's what I was going into it. And I also felt bad because you had it all on Spotify at first, so I was like, I didn't listen to it. When it first came out, I didn't listen to it for like a week.
Honestly, I don't even use Spotify. When I dropped Resurrection Side B, I had people that were listening to Resurrection because Side A dropped first, so it was already on everything first. So then I dropped Side B, and to extend its life. And I had a friend who was like, oh, sorry, bro, I really just won't listen to it if it's not on Spotify. I was like,
yeah, some people
Why? Come on. Just download it, slap it, and delete it. But I understand now because I don't play Spotify. But I'll download it for somebody. I'll listen to something. That's just me, though. I'm a supporter.
It's really hard for me to use the Spotify.
No,
I don't know why.
It's different. There's Apple Music people.
My sister
Spotify
only uses TIDAL. You know how frustrating that is? Like, I gotta make sure to put a link for TIDAL every time.
She getting a CD.
No diss, Jay-Z.
She's getting a CD.
I love
drive.
TIDAL. I get it, bro. But it's just like, as far as like, to me, I like practicality, so that's why I use iTunes and all that, and Apple Music.
That's why I still print physicals, because I got people that I got an auntie who supports my music. She will not download no app. That's not her generation. Even though she has a smartphone, that's not what she uses it for. It's not her utensil for music. She plays CDs and records.
Would you ever put something on record? That's like my goal.
Oh, I would.
If I ever had like a solid project enough, like that would be
a great question.
That would be like my first thing to do. Like when I really believed in like a whole project, like
wax LP.
At least 6 songs. All you need is 6 songs, because you can put like 3 on 3. You know what I mean? And I might
you could do side B's and back sides, and you
do like just the instrumental and shit.
All
for
that.
People and
all
everything.
That. That's old.
I definitely want to do that. And it's hella easy
to
do now. You just got to put the money up, because there's companies that will do that for you.
Yeah. In fact, I was looking that up the other day. Brands and independent companies that will print cassettes for you, or the old school the plastic CD cases with the booklets. Like, I really want to get a booklet. I love being a kid. I used to love going through the CDs I had and just reading and looking at the different booklet art. That's something about that is memorabilia.
When I get my studio up and going more, because I got to get some monitors and I got to get a new interface with an extra microphone, and then you'll come over, because in that Muse room, I don't remember if you've seen it at my house, but that's what I took all the old CDs that I had. Yeah. At first I put the CDs up, but now I've been tearing out all those booklets and stuff from the CDs, and then just making like mosaics of just mosaic, but it's more like collage.
Yeah, like a collage.
Yeah, so like it's pretty much just putting it, like, you should see some of the new ones I made, because the quarantine again, like I've just been putting more and more, so I'm just like, so like
you print them out or what?
I don't print them out. I got all the booklets from the old CDs from back in the day, bro. Like, when I was in high school, I got my license at 17, because I kept I kept failing the written test. I took the driving test one time, passed, got it, dude. I'm a guy who thinks too much, so when I read certain stuff sometimes, if I don't read it over, if I read it over and over, sometimes I overthink it. You know what I mean? So like, every time I took that driving test, I'm like, nigga, the way they word it, I'm like, same thing with SAT test.
They trying to confuse you.
Same thing with SAT test. I'm like, nigga, can you give me a nigga, bro? And just be straightforward, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, God,
straight up, yeah.
Was that then? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, nigga. Like, they be just saying some random ass shit, bro.
Just to try and get you.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, it's just English language, bro.
It could be very easy. Nobody talks this way. Why is the test written like this?
Hey, so my favorite song, and I'm sorry if you like other songs, Teach Me, bro. That shit, bro, like, that shit makes me want to fuck. Bro, Like the thing is, what's weird about it though, bro, is because I know you. I feel a little weird because I know you. Because I'll think about it. Like it's.
No, I understand.
It's different. It's different. Like when you fuck you fuck to the weekend.
Yeah, you don't know him as an artist.
You don't know him as a person.
Yeah.
I know him as an artist.
As an artist, yeah, not as a
whole. I watched this whole fucking as a fucking.
Same,
you know what I mean? But as a person,
Thursday.
I don't know him. Yeah, you know what I mean? Thursday.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. But like you don't know as a person and like what's he like to eat and shit, you know what I mean? So it's just like weird. So like with you, I'm like, damn, bro, like whenever that girl comes through, I'm gonna let you know how that goes.
Play this Teach Me by my friend.
I bet you it's sooner than later, man. I accomplished goals, bro.
Yo, that song came out of nowhere. It was a real feeling though. And it was like it was the wild card of the project. You know, that song is the turning point of the project. Like, it literally is the turning point.
Well, no, it's funny. I listened to it in my car when I finally got my job back after quarantine, off for 2 months to let everybody know I had no job for 2 months. Barely, and where I was on unemployment for a whole month, they canceled me because I accidentally, and after having a phone trial, the judge was in my favor. I accidentally didn't report $200 because during the whole there's a miscommunication and they messed up and then I messed up after not reading what they did when they tried to fix it and stuff. And for one day when I took a day off of work, I took vacation time and I didn't even think about it. And so I just wrote down, it's nothing. I didn't make anything that week because we didn't work that week except for 2 days. And I took one day off and didn't even get money. And the other day, vacation day, but they gave me that money a week before because I took that day off early. You know what I mean? So I literally didn't make any money that week because they gave me the money earlier, but I didn't write it that way. So the judge literally gave me my money. So literally next week is going to take till I get any of that money. So like for a whole month, I didn't make anything. Bro.
Fuck the system,
man. Bro. But
fuck the system.
But now that I got my job, I was like driving to work my first day. I was like, fuck, okay, is this shit? Because I looked it up when you first dropped it. I looked it up on iTunes. It was not on there, and I was like, fuck.
Apple Music always takes a little longer.
It does
to process the songs and shit, which I respect.
And you were trying to push it out pretty fast after you did it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, here.
Yeah.
I had it, but I was gonna wait till Mother's Day, and then I was like, I checked. I looked it up too because I gotta make sure, like on my end, like I don't advertise it until it's out. So like I'll be searching every day, like, all right, is it up yet?
That's the worst thing to do.
You know, I'll be waiting for it to drop because you gotta wait for the stores and shit to accept it. So, I was looking too, and then once I saw it on Spotify and YouTube, I was like, I was so excited about it. I was like, fuck it,
put it out.
Go listen. Whoever can, go listen to this shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like part of that was the right decision because in the past I've waited for all of them.
Yeah.
I've been impatient, but the fans and community are. They all receive it at one time. All the Apple Musics, the Spotifyers, the Android people, the iPhone people, everybody gets it on all platforms the same day. So I felt like this was the right thing to do because it allowed me some freedom where I was like, I didn't feel crippled by streams or wanting all the plays. It was like, I'm going to just drop it because it feels right. And in doing that...
For this particular project or because of the circumstance you're in?
Mainly for the project.
I was going to say that because it's just a quarantine thing. It's something that you just came up with where it's just like, those are the best projects. And I think that's why it was so good for you to do this, bro. Because like literally, like again, right, when I showed you love on my timeline and everything, like, bro, when I listened to it, like, that's what I had to say. First day back to work, I'm like, all right, let me look up Madspill shit again one more time. I played it, bro, right? I'm playing it on my way to work. And I'm just like, by the second song, I'm already like, yo, what the fuck? But I put it on.
Up so much in the first 4 tracks.
I put it on shuffle, bro. So
a lot of people have been doing that.
But I put shuffle on everything, but I didn't even realize to turn it off. Because every time I listen to an album first time, I listen to it the first time the way it's supposed to the first time through.
And I always assume that people would do that. But music, some people don't. Some people usually like to shuffle.
I love to shuffle, but at least like even Kendrick Lamar's album, first time I listen to it, I'm gonna listen to it the first way how you want me to, see what you want me to do. Then I'm putting shuffle, and then I'm just playing all my favorite songs. Teach Me came on second, so I'm just like, nigga, he came out, what? Nigga, what?
Second track?
Because NWO was tight as fuck, too. And then fucking Teach Me came on, I'm like, this nigga, and I'm like, after like 4 or 5 songs, I'm like, I don't think this is the order, nigga, because this is going like way hella different than I'm looking. I'm like, okay.
You probably heard Your Time like 5th and shit.
It was like different. Yeah, even that interlude and shit, that came out like 3rd. And I'm like, you know that interlude? Like,
didn't make
how many songs is on there?
The story don't make sense.
Yeah,
It's out of order.
So then I listened to it, and then on my way back, then I went to work, listened to my podcast, and then on my way back, I listened to it the way it was supposed to, and then it made more sense.
Yeah.
Especially because after NWO, you did more of like a hyphy type cool song and shit, and that's what I was waiting for. It played all your slow shit and inspirational shit for like the first 6 songs. So I'm just like, yo,
and it's exactly the opposite.
But when I was on my way to work, bro, when I was listening to Teach Me and a couple other songs of how you, especially when you went deep on, I can't remember, The Earth Is, it wasn't too deep, but the other one was deep when you're talking about people losing people and
like,
shit.
Neverland Apart.
Neverland, yeah. So when you did that, it really touched me, bro, because my grandpa, he's kind of, you know, he might go soon, you know what I mean? So it kind of hit home for me more. And then the thing is, I don't know what sparked in my brain listening to your shit, but like halfway to work, I was like, I need, at some point when I get to work, at some part of the day, I need to fucking I need to show love to Madspill, because the feeling you gave me, I was like, bro, I don't want it to go unnoticed and this nigga just be at home and be like, I hope someone's listening to it, you know what I mean? Because I feel the same way when I make music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's just like when this project came out, this is like one thing, like people make a bunch of songs in Stockton, and I love them. I try to show love on my story all the time.
We got a lot of production.
But I had to show you some love because, like, bro, like 3 or 4 of those songs, bro, I'm just like, at all, like, yo, that shit's hard. Like hard. NWL, Patience, Teach Me, and then Your Name. Those are like those are like the hardest ones. I like the other ones, Neverland. Those are great, and they just encapsulate as a project.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
those are the glue.
Yeah, those are the glue
in between.
But those 4 songs right there, bro, I'm putting that in a playlist. I'm gonna be bumping them shits all the time, and I'm like, I have to let him know that like I'm really fucking with this, and hopefully, you know what I mean. I don't care if anyone else. For me, I'm nobody, bro. Really, you know what I mean. It's not like I say something and everybody's gonna go listen. I just wanted to let you know that there's somebody out there who's really fucking with me.
I feel
that. I really want to start promoting that. Not because I want people to do it for me. I just feel bad because I know I'm in that situation too. I was like, if anyone because there's people, bro, who DM you and they'll be like, hey, bro, great project. All right, bro, tell everybody else, bro. Don't tell. I think it's tight. You know what I mean? Thank you. I'm not trying to be a dick. You know what I mean?
But yeah. You feel it's like you're sharing your love with the artist, but share that with the world.
DM you, bro.
Share that with the world.
It's like, bro, why?
That's why I screenshot motherfuckers, because at least my network can be able to see that other people fuck with it too.
That's it. Yeah.
And it's the social aspect of the trend that we're in with artistry and support. We're in a weird place where a lot of our generation will only support things after they see someone else is supporting it. They're like, okay, well, it's got a buzz. It must be cool. Rather than being curious and supportive enough to just check it out while it's raw and no one's listening to it. Like, well, I fuck with you, so I'm going to check it out while nobody does. And then be a part of that building. Like, why you want to only look at it when it got 50,000 plays? Like,
all right, so here's a question.
But I understand play counts, though.
This is a deep question. Might get me a little trouble.
We like trouble.
You think some do that shit with like Haiti Baby? You know what I mean? Like some people who don't even really fuck with it, but because everyone else is sharing it and fucking with it, they're just sharing it too.
I think it's inevitable.
You know what I mean?
I think it's inevitable.
They're like, fuck it, well, he's the guy from Stockton, well, I want to rep the guy from Stockton.
Might as well. Yeah, no, that's valid.
I really don't think some of these people are really bumping it. I think there's a bunch of people. There's millions of people on this playlist. There's about, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just saying, you think there's some people out there who are just supporting it because that's the thing to do?
I don't see, I'll say yes, I do, but I also don't see anything wrong with it necessarily, although it's got pros and cons, because although their energy and supporting might not be like genuine, there's a duality side of it, like they're supporting only because he's from Stockton.
And that's great.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful as fuck.
That's an equally valid reason to support someone.
Super.
While it's also, for us as artists, more valid to support it because you like the music. But really then you got people that are both, and they still support. So he's got 3,
different type of things.
You know, so I fuck with it. I think that you should support people just because they're from your city. Honestly, I be posting people shit on my story. I really don't like a lot of stuff I post on my story, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say it, you know, but like, you know,
I don't like you, but I support you.
No, but I said that on Neverland though. Like that's valid in the way that I philosophize life. Like there are people. I forgot what the line was, but I said I don't fuck with you, but I still love you. I don't trust you and don't want to. You know, like you can still love people, but not necessarily fuck with them. Like
in your first song, you say love your enemies or love your friends. What'd you say?
I said love
Love your family.
Love yourself, love your neighbors, and love your enemies.
Yeah, that's what, bro. That touched deep to me,
that's
bro.
Real.
Because I got a lot of enemies.
You know what I mean? And hella neighbors. hella niggas around me all the time.
Yeah,
neighbors as fuck. And it's like, damn,
yeah.
niggas get on your nerves.
Yeah, for real.
Family, everybody. Like, so it's like, I feel like
I get on my own nerves.
You know?
I pissed myself off.
That was me last night. I got hella high and I was just talking hella random shit. I was like, I can't shut myself up. I'm high, just saying goofy shit.
You got tree, bro? You got any weed?
I do, yeah.
We don't have to do it right now. I'm just asking.
All right.
I ran out yesterday.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Okay, we can do that. But anyway, back to Eddie. All right, so you said Teach Me came out of nowhere. We talked about, NWO. So what made you want to open up with that? I think that was like, to me, from the outside, I'm like, oh, that made total sense to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, what's up with that song, the NWO? And then you never even said nigga with attitude. Is that even, or you said New World Order, actually.
New World Order, yeah.
My bad, NWA, NWO.
I just didn't know what else to call it, to be honest with you. But I was like, this is what the song is about. It's the first words. I might as well just abbreviate the shit.
But,
abbreviations are powerful.
Yeah, abbreviations are powerful. That's a powerful acronym as well.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, it fit because the quarantine thing, and this is like a new world order. Do you believe in the quarantine like a conspiracy type of thing? Because you brought that up in the project.
Yeah, strongly. I wanted to shed light on that from the jump and come out swinging. And honestly, it was just a It's literally, there was no true agenda of intentional song formatting.
You touched lightly on it. Lightly.
Very lightly. For a reason. Literally, the whole project is a reflection of my inner thoughts through the beginning of the quarantine to when it dropped. So when the quarantine dropped, literally, I decided to start this project the day after the county got their notice. So I was like, damn, this shit's real. 10 o'clock tonight, like, what the fuck? The energy switched. And my first emotion was radicalism and feelings of oppression and feelings of, like, damn, shit's changing. And I wanted to speak on my personal beliefs to it. So it was really it's really in a way a diary. Like the whole project is, the first track is really you could say for your first week of quarantine.
Yeah.
And I felt hella radical. Like, damn, y'all really shutting shit down? This is hella stupid. Like,
how do you feel? So let's go away from the project from that right now,
like,
and let's go to you about quarantine. Let's just talk about that, and then we'll go back into the project to close it out. Well, how do you feel about the whole situation? And I'll put my little input, because the thing is, again, before we go into any of this, I am not attached to any idea. Any idea.
That's good.
Even my own religion, even my own whatever, I am not attached to it so much where you're not going to be able to sway me. I'm waiting for someone to sway my idea and personnel. If you feel there's a conspiracy theory, if you think it's just like, if you think this is man-made, or if you think this is just a regular-ass disease from people eating bats, either way, either fucking way, I have my own ideas, but I am not attached. So, Madspill, go ahead and speak freely. Go and speak freely on what you feel this quarantine is.
It's good that you started with that. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people are attached to possibilities that don't necessarily make logical sense in the dimension in the world we live in. The reason I say that is because there's information being pushed that is not necessarily factual per se. People know that, and some people do not know that. Yeah. So my thing is that I'm not necessarily I'm not pro. No one's pro quarantine, but my thing is I'm not pro agenda in the sense that I don't think the agenda that's being informed upon the public is the true plan for people.
Gotcha.
Meaning
it's not just for the safety of people. I think there's a hidden agenda behind these movements of what's going on. They're using this pandemic to
usher in the New World Order.
Yes.
And some people do and don't believe that.
But
there are people that are being forced to realize this because of like the darkness in the world and the shadow work in the world can never last forever. Like, darkness can only, this is a belief though, but darkness is beautiful, but you could say shadiness, right? Like shadow work, like shade can only exist in the presence of light. At some point, the light is going to find a way to shine whatever's there. Like the shade always moves. And once the light is shining everywhere, there is no more shade. But there is still darkness wherever the light is not shining. So, in a way, with that symbolism, and this time, truth and information is always going to be surface if it's not of spiritual quality. So the way I look at it in simpler terms is like our immune system is a growing, evolving, building thing at all times as humans, right?
See, I like how you start with the immune system because I feel like that's the biggest thing in all of this.
Yes, it is. It really is.
I'm not even to a Joe Rogan standpoint. I really think immune system is like the biggest thing.
The immune system is like the biggest factor.
All right, so go
in
ahead.
common sense, right?
Yeah.
So if we stop listening to all the information, we just break shit down very black and white to the bones of things, right?
Yeah.
If our immune system as human beings grows from ingesting toxins and disease and dirt, we get stronger by fighting it naturally. So how is it safe for humans to stay inside and wear masks that cut off your oxygen?
Weaken your immune system.
Yes, which is if you really
less sunlight, less vitamin D to your skin.
All of these things.
Now you're getting anxiety. Now you're alone. I mean, those are all creating. When you're out and about and everything, you're creating chemicals in your brain to make you healthy, bro. When you get vitamin D, did you know that's a fucking hormone? Just like testosterone. Think if you're a man with no testosterone. You know what I mean? It's the same thing if you don't have enough vitamin D. You know what I mean, bro? So
pun intended.
Yeah. So I'm busting nuts and bitches.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about that for days. That's why I fuck with you though, because you're not afraid to say shit. Like you're free, bro.
I think it's so funny.
You're a free spirit, and I like that. And people are often offended by free spirits. If we say shit, it's on our mind.
Hey, but Madspill, I'm lonely.
Play that Teach Me and, go.
Teach me? My dick's not lonely, my personality is.
Damn. Then
I'm an entertaining guy, bro.
If Teach Me won't get you unlonely, then I think Parking Lot will.
Ooh, Parking Lot's a good song too.
Parking Lot's that good, not lonely song. Like
yeah.
Are you interested in knowing the story of the book, like from beginning, middle?
Yeah, nigga, say what you want to say. What are you talking? Just say it.
All right, so when I made this shit, bruh, it's in my mind it's a movie, right? Because it's like, okay, quarantine starts. You're feeling radical and a little bit frustrated and upset. Like, damn, the world is not what it seems. Things are backwards. I'm angry. New world order, right? Then you're at home. Quarantine starts. You're fucking bored. So what are you doing? You're on your phone. You get on the gram. You follow hella people. You don't know what else to do with your time, so you just start like turning on people's notifications, whatever, right? Yeah. Then unfollow comes on, and you're like, damn, this is a bad decision. I'm about to unfollow all these fucking people.
Yeah,
this is stupid.
This is deeper than what you. Yeah.
It's very conceptual. So you unfollow all these dumbass people you follow. You're like, damn, that was stupid. I don't need my phone after all. Yeah. Then you happen to scroll past the person right before you're about to get off your phone and go introspect, and you're like, damn. I don't know your name. I just see your face on the ground.
Bro,
when
you
fuck,
say that shit, bro, it resonates so bad, bro. Because the thing is, I'm a horny fuck, bro. And when we all horny. I know, and people won't admit it, bro. But because I know women are too, bro. And the thing is, it's like, bro, when you see that person on Instagram, bro, because there's literally girls I will not follow because I feel like a creep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're just like, because the same thing, hey, I want to know your name. I already feel in love with you by just seeing your face.
Yeah, it's just deep, Yeah.
Bitch, you like going to San Francisco. I like going to San Francisco.
Like, damn, I'm on your feed. Damn, we look like we're compatible.
Damn, you took a selfie in the bathroom and it ain't dirty? God damn.
Right? I need that in my life.
Damn, bitch, look at your angles. Damn, bro, I need you around my arm.
That's real, though.
Hey, bitch, if you had COVID, I'd still lick your face.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, probably, though.
Tell me your name.
Probably. You probably would lick her face still, because the COVID shit is not as dangerous as they projected it to be.
Not for me, nigga. I'm immune, nigga.
I'm immune.
I get sick one time a year, every year. One time, randomly. Me too, bro. One time. For some reason, it's a season change. It might be from spring to winter, or winter to spring. Or it might be. Or most of the time, it's usually at the end of the year. But it's usually it's just one time randomly. I get real sick where I'm like, I actually have to call into work.
Yeah, I feel that. Like that's your immune system battling. You know what I'm saying? And then you get better. Like, but we're just strong young men. So it's like, man, I don't fear no fucking virus. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna eat some fruit. I'm gonna fucking get my sunlight. I'm gonna bounce back in a week.
Give me an orange, bitch. I'm going to work.
Give me an orange, straight up. Give me an orange in that jug of water over there.
Bro, that's the thing though, bro. Like, I drink water. I work out every day.
You feel me?
I'm fucking like technically for my height, I'm overweight. But come on, bro.
Everybody overweight.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. And then like that's why I'm not afraid of it. And then the thing is, it's really hard for me to get sick. And then if I do, I just shake that shit off. I feel like even if I had it, depending on, unless it would very dramatically, you know what I mean, affect me, I probably would just shake it off and just keep going, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get weak to get strong.
Bro, I literally was throwing up blood one time, drove myself to the hospital, and the doctor was just like, "How did you do that?" And I was like, "Bro," because I was throwing up.
Boss.
I started cramping up.
Fix me.
I started cramping up because I was dehydrated because all my fluid was just gone. And I had food poisoning for days, days. Like, not even like, I took a couple days and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to go to work, fuck it. And then that Monday I tried to wake up, I woke up, started getting ready, I started throwing up. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Call into work, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm throwing up blood, that's the only reason I went, because I took a day off and I'm like, oh, I'm cool. The next day throw up blood, I ain't going to work. Nigga, the doctor was like, bro, you're throwing up and you're dehydrated, you're barely walking. They go, bro, you're not supposed to be driving by yourself right now. And I'm just like, I just think I have a higher threshold of pain and I have a higher tolerance of just, you know what I mean?
Also, when you have no choice, your body turns into a different kind of adrenaline, you know? Like, when you have no other options, your reticular activating system only sees succeeding, fucking surviving, period. Like, when there are no other alternatives, you're gonna go a little bit further until you die.
Bro, you're fucking firing me up right now.
Bro,
you're firing me up right now, bro.
Life is crazy.
Bro, that's how I am when I'm working out.
You feel me?
I tell
that's
myself
the perfect
shit.
example.
When people, like, I get so mad.
1 more mile.
Yeah. I'm not gonna quit. Bro, when people tell me about working out, because, like, I don't think I'm the fittest dude ever. Because I've been around real fit people, bro. I've been around bodybuilders.
But you're healthy.
I'm very healthy. So to the average person, I'm beyond what they are. Yeah. So people get mad because, like, oh, it's your genetics or it's da da da.
That too,
bro,
shit.
I'm like, I get it.
Fucking melanin, nigga.
I think your genetics go into the results. That's it.
But you have to water the vessel.
You gotta eat right and you still gotta work out.
That's fact.
Now I have a little bit more lenience probably because of my genetics. It might be a little easier, but I still need to fucking be sore as fucking bust my ass and tell myself these things, you know, especially as I get older. Now that I'm 30, my metabolism definitely has slowing down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can tell, I can feel it, bro. Like, I have to literally actually have a diet now to be at the weight I want to be at. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'm going with this. I just want to let niggas know that this shit ain't easy.
Yeah, people be looking at skinny people like, wow, you just must be your metabolism so high. It's like, well, I mean, I don't just.
When people run miles, they're like, it's so hard. I'm like, bro, when you say it's so hard, when I get to that point, bro, I go harder. Yeah. I go in my brain and tell myself to go harder, bro. You think I got plantar fasciitis because I took it easy? I said, fuck it, bro. Fuck my feet. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, what?
That's the kind of shit I be saying when I'm high. Like, I just say stupid shit. I just like, fuck my elbows. I don't give a shit. I stub my toe on the table.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I don't know.
Bro, I've been bleeding on my toes before, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's okay, you're gonna fucking get through it, bro, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't do
it's
it all
in
the
your
time.
mind. It's really all
mind, bro. People don't
mind.
understand. Bro, the mind, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally, bro, when I run, bro, I run every now and then.
Turned up right now.
Every now and then I run 11 miles, right?
God damn.
I don't do it for body. I don't try to test my body. I already
I'm
know it.
good on 1 mile.
No, it's whatever you want. I don't tell anybody to do 11 miles. I do it for me because I know it takes me a while to really break down because I'm mentally so strong. It takes me to that 6th, 7th mile to be like, fuck, I want to quit. I want to walk home. You know what I mean? Once I get there, bro, literally it's only like a mile of me and my brain telling me what it is. But after that, all that pain and shit, I don't feel it till I get home, bro. Yeah. When I get home, I fucking shit. But the thing is, you feel so good and you're able to keep moving because you're like, bro, I'm a strong fuck. Because when I was breaking down, my toes were hurting, I was breathing heavy and shit. I fucking made it, bro, in the hot ass sun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, take your breaks when you really need it, bro. But the body and people can fucking go a lot longer than it is.
Yeah, we can do so much, you know. Yeah. We're strong people, and I feel like people got to remind themselves of that and not be told what they are. Like, media be telling people, you are this, you need to pay this. But what about freedom of thought? Like, freedom of speech is one thing, but, like, people forget they have free thoughts, too. Like, you can think whatever the fuck you want about yourself. And you believe it, you know. You believe yourself stronger than what somebody else is going to tell you. But it's just, I don't know. I wish more people thought that way. Like, people look at themselves in the mirror like, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am smart.
I feel bad for people.
Those are 3 mantras you should always say to yourself.
I can't be, I built it up. I built that up, bro. When I was a kid.
It takes time, yeah.
When I was a kid, I had the worst confidence. Well, I still to this day. Yeah. But, like, I feel like because, like, I have such a bad confidence, that's why I'm projecting such confidence. It's because I'm like, I'm not going to be not confident. Bro, when I make sure making a point every day because I heard it from a motivational speaker. You should be looking in the mirror every day and telling yourself, "Hey, you look good," or "I love you," or like, you know what I mean? I fuck me every morning. People trip out, and I literally do that every morning. Every morning, I look in the mirror. I wake up every morning, look at myself, and I'm like, "Damn, you're fine as fuck." You know what I mean? It took a while to get there. But I'm just letting you know, that's what I do to myself every day, and that's how I'm able to get through life every day. Is to look at myself and be like, hey, nigga, you actually don't look that bad.
You look kind of nice today.
I mean, there's some days where it's hard to do it, but you got to wake up every day and love you.
The way I see it is like, you only got one vessel, yo. I mean, for this lifetime, until the next, you don't know who the fuck you're going to be. So it's like, damn, like, I was telling Des last night, like, my soul feels like I just blew, like an inflatable. Like, my body feels like a blow up, and the air inside it is my soul. That is, like, the energy force that wiggles my toes and fucking does all this extra shit, like. But when this vessel is ticked out and like my soul is at a higher frequency than my physical, so it's gonna ascend and transcend to something else. But I'd be thinking like I might as well love this shit that I live in because I only got it. Like I can't go nowhere else. I can't like swap minds with you and go like I want to be Harmon today. We're just gonna like make the consented choice. Like all right, let's switch. And then I live in your body. I'm like, yeah, this body's tight. Like, I only got one. This is me for this life until I die. Like,
might as well love it.
Might as well fuck with it and make it the best I can, which is why I work out too. It's like, I don't want to be fat and sluggish. Like, this is it. This is all I got for now until next life.
Yeah.
Who knows what I'll be.
I hope everyone works out and does that. But if you don't want to, that's cool. Okay, I just don't want to hear you fucking complain about it.
No, I got fat friends that love being fat, and I love them because they choose that life.
Me too.
Like,
I wish I had that confidence.
You're fat and happy. You're happy. Be fat,
happy,
yo.
Bro. If that makes you happy, I'm like,
I love you because you know
I hate people who complain though.
We all have that goes back to genetics though too. Like some people will use the excuse of genetics to stay undisciplined, but there are people that naturally are bulky, husky people. They may not be slender like me. I got this because this is how my granddad is. This is how his dad is. Like this is like my body.
Nigga,
this is my body type.
Nigga, I eat a lot of fish. Nigga, I can get fat, bro. I'm a fat kid, bro. You know what I mean? I can eat a whole
I remember you told me about fucking, what did you say? You can eat like what?
I can eat packs of shit, bro.
So last time it was granola, right?
Granola, a whole box of granola.
Yeah,
so like that's the thing though. Like so like
and forget, just like damn.
Like, every now and then, like bro, I feel it's like mental. Like I can't really eat too bad because I mentally will start feeling bad. And like I'll be like, I can't even eat cake every day because my brain will literally make me feel shitty.
It wasn't granola, it was cake.
It wasn't
That's
cake.
what I was tripping off of. Or brownies. You just had a pack of brownies or something, or cupcakes. You said you ate like a whole pack of cupcakes.
It was granola, I'm pretty sure, now that you bring it up. But like
one other thing.
But anything, it was granola, bro. I remember the interview right now because I didn't look it up before I came over.
You're probably doing no better than me.
It was granola. Because remember, I was like, you want some granola, nigga?
But I remember eating granola. But I remember before that, or during our combo, you were like,
I could eat a whole
pack of something.
I eat a whole box of granola, especially when I was in college and when I had no money. I'd eat a whole box of granola in my underwear on the laptop, not even masturbating, watching YouTube or trying to record music.
Hey, that's self-love right there, okay? That's self-care.
I don't even know how we got to this point right now. But going back to quarantine and your immune system and building it, that's the one thing. Let's go back to that immune system and we'll go from there, and then we'll wrap it up with the project again.
All right.
We're going back into just so what you feel about the quarantine and how and everything. So immune system's the big thing. So we can attach it on a little bit. Like I really think people just need to make sure to be working out, going in the sun as much as they need to, as much as they can.
Yeah.
Eating right.
You know stop wearing those fucking masks that are just inhaling more carbon dioxide and killing your ass.
I think if it makes you feel better, go ahead. But I really think you should
at least wear the right kind because there are certain kinds of masks that are actually harming you more.
I really only wear masks in big groups of people now.
Now that's valid. That's okay. But I've seen motherfuckers in their car.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers jogging on the beach. What are you doing?
Bro, that's not good.
You're poisoning yourself by exhaling less. You're inhaling less oxygen and you're exhaling more carbon dioxide into the mask.
Because all your carbon that you're blowing out is just going right back in your face.
And because this is what they've been told, this is what they believe, but they don't actually think for themselves. Now I understand. I'm not judging or bashing anybody. I just want to share wisdom so that people can be healthier. Yeah. Now I understand fear and feeling like this is what I need to do to feel safe. Do what you need to do to feel safe, but not at the expense of your health, because now you're actually in danger.
So bringing it up, I think a lot of people too just do it for other people because really, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even wear a mask.
Making other people feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even have hand sanitizer
valid,
or anything.
That's valid.
The only reason I do it is Noah is my dad, bro, and he's 61 years old.
That's valid.
And he's not. He doesn't take it. He takes it serious, but not too serious because the thing is, the only reason I don't say too serious is because he's already kind of like a neat freak. Clean guy, you know what I mean? He's already wiped his shit. My dad's the same way, yeah. You know what I mean? So like, he hasn't really. All he did was be a little bit more, but he hasn't even turned it up like too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just saying like, I do it for my dad. You know, the only reason I even wear a mask in certain places or whatever is not because of the people. My dad. So just so when he asked me,
but to be socially conscious, I understand that. I haven't honestly since the shit happened. I've only worn a mask one time, and it wasn't even by choice. It was because someone I was going to visit, their family member felt more, an elder, she felt more comfortable with me wearing it in her presence, and I was like, I respect that. Yeah, for to make you feel safe and comfortable. I'm in your space, so of course I'm gonna oblige to your house rules. And I didn't take the time to. It wasn't the time or the place to per se educate her on why, you know, you should choose different masks.
Yeah, why you
there's alternatives.
Pick your battles.
You feel me? Pick your fucking battles.
She's gonna die anyway. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Hopefully,
it's a joke.
In 30 years, she gonna live to be 30 years older. She's already in her 60s. Let's hope she, you know what I'm saying? But I respect the elders for even being health conscious because, like we said, like this is the first time a lot of people have experienced this. So you know, nobody knows what the fuck to do. We have common sense, we have information, but no one knows what to do.
All right,
if you feel like you need to panic, hey, I get it. I don't know what to do either. That's what you need to do. Panic.
So going into this, before we go back into the project to close it out.
Yes.
So how do you feel this quarantine came about? Do you really think it came from the bat? Or do you think it was a man-made thing that was let out from the government? Or do you think it was just like, you know, something that's happened and now it's being capitalized by the government? A lot, too much?
I know my answer and I know the truth. I know my truth. But at this point, even to share it, well, I know that other people will benefit from me sharing it, but within myself, I just be like shrugging shit off, like, I don't like to go backwards, you know? Like, it's a good thing to answer and question, like, why did this start? But we're so deep in it now, I feel like lately I've been in a place where I'm looking more ahead, like, how do I move forward? How do I look out for my family if shit goes really south? How do I move out of the country if I need to? How do I protect myself moving forward? I don't really care anymore.
Why would you move out the country?
Because of them taking away our natural freedoms and rights and coming into our homes and testing people, and I mean it's been released and proven that they're tainting numbers. So I probably don't have this shit. Lots of people haven't had it and they still reported them positive to hike numbers and incite fear.
And then just show that they're asymptomatic. Like, oh, they had it, but they're just asymptomatic.
Exactly. So I think, not to disrespect the question, but lately I've just been on some, like, I don't care anymore how it came about. I need to care more about how I need to move forward with
how you're handling it.
How I'm handling it now. Like, am I financially ready to make a move if I need to make a move? Am I, like, spiritually? I know I'm spiritually ready, but every now and then I have my days. You know, I feel I feel scared sometimes.
People don't see that from the most positive people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're like the light workers, and we have to use our influence responsibly.
Why aren't you happy? You're happy every day.
Bitch, is anything.
Shit. I saw a post today. It said that a lot of people often question others with depression and anxiety because they don't understand how someone can feel so sad, right? But the post said the flip side of being a feeler is that we feel so much that we feel love intensely, we feel happiness intensely, and equally we feel sadness intensely. Everyone feels emotions, but we feel stronger. So when we feel the sadness other people feel that are maybe just neutral ass niggas who don't feel anything enough, they don't get excited about life or feel extra love for their family members, you know, like we feel hyper emotion. So
that's why I think you're like,
normal sadness for us is depression, and hyper happiness is exuberance. We're lit, you know.
I like your vocabulary.
Thank you. Shit matters to me.
Because that's exactly how I feel. Like that's why I kind of shut myself down from ever being sad, because I know I can go dark, bro.
You know what I mean? You gotta pull yourself up, like straight up.
Bro. I do that.
We can't afford to go there
because I will fucking do something stupid.
And I understand. I have people in my life that are very close to me still that are like healing from things. We're all healing from some shit, and it's like we're all still navigating our own feelings. Like some people get triggers and they don't know how to navigate. And I feel like it's a strong quality for some people, especially like men too, black, brown men. Like it's emotionally intuitive to be able to pull yourself out of your shit.
Yeah, because
like,
you gotta have to, because the bad shit keep happening.
We low key can't afford to. As the characters in the role that we play in society, we low key cannot afford to slip. And we've seen this, like just learning history, watching our lineage and watching the men in our families and shit. Like we're told that we have to be stable, strong, you know, ready, prepared, and it's okay to fall apart sometimes if you have someone you can trust around you. You know, it's okay to cry and shit. That's okay, you know. But as far as mental health goes, it's like, yo, we can't spiral. We can't afford to. I'll say I can't afford to spiral out because I got people that fucking depend. I gotta depend on myself.
You got more responsibility.
I gotta depend on myself. You know, like fuck. If I slip, other things slip. It's a ripple. You know, like fuck. So I gotta stay on my shit.
All right. So going back into your project and everything. Now that it's all been out, you've been getting some cool reviews a little bit from people. So how do you feel about within the whole concept and just the whole process with everything? Like, how did it turn out for you? I
feel like it turned out really good. I feel, going back to disattachment, like I've been practicing that, and I feel disattached from this project. I didn't feel like I needed to. I didn't feel like I needed to promote hella, even in the conceptualizing and how long it took. I stopped being a perfectionist with this one. I let go and let the project flow a lot. Yeah. I fixed the shit I needed to fix.
Confidence in your skills.
You know, I was like, you know what? I made this art. I like how it sounds. I played it for people. I usually don't do this either. Like usually I'm low key about my shit. I won't play people anything until it's done. I played a lot of rough tracks for people. Shit that was the versions that are out now are the final versions. But there's been 3 or 4 versions of some of these songs that I had to go back, edit shit.
I do that myself.
You feel me?
I do hella rough.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm perfectionist. I don't send people roughs. I might send someone one edition of a rough, and then the final version maybe one tweak. So I was very experimental, and I just wanted to be freer. Like, I'm gonna just drop this shit. Like, I feel disattached, basically, from a lot of things, and that's just quarantine speaking through me. Like, I've taken the time to be more, like, mindful, more present, more free, more liberating, just, like, not, I don't have shit to stress over. Like, why am I stressing myself out about this promo, and how many likes I got, whatever, and then it turns out, because I'm now operating in a place of, like, abundance, the universe was just like, man, I'm gonna share this to everybody, and, like, you know, I got the love that I got, you know. I don't like to compare plays and shit, or, like, care really too much about plays, but it's lovely to share when people do listen, and I found the balance in that. Basically, I found my balance in sharing from love and not sharing from clout chasing. Like,
it's so hard for me to
fucking
do that.
Tag 50 people on Facebook
before I
like, bro, that's I don't know. Like, there's a way to spam. There's a healthy way to spam your art, yo. Like, quick pro tip, like, nigga, don't. There's a way to do it that's, like, genuine and authentic and not robotic and spammy. You know, if you spam me, I'm not gonna listen to your shit.
I feel like me personally, I feel like if people spam me personally. So, like,
that's what I do.
So go in my DMs and tell me, hey, listen to my shit, but put a little note in there that really specific to me.
And that's what I do, honestly. That's like my formula. You know, I go into I individualize every message. Like, I take the time to message people.
At least like 50 to 100 people.
That shit takes time.
It takes hella time.
It takes time. Like, and for me, as an artist, like, you might even have a copy paste message. At least you put me in it. Niggas have thousands of followers. You might send it to 700 people. That took days to do. You took the time to select me. I'll listen to it.
Just make sure I'm the right person.
And not everybody's like that. Some people will see your like, won't even like it. I've realized there's brackets and tiers to support, digitally support, right? So, like, let's say I send you my link. You may be one of 3 people. I go down 1, 2, 3, right? The first person totally not fucking with it, but they at least respect you enough. They saw it. They know you saw it. So they'll double tap. They'll like it on the gram just to show, like, oh, I like what you sent me, but I'm probably not gonna slap your shit.
They'll delve into it.
They'll maybe not even that. They may just be able to let you know, thanks for sending me your shit. Now, then there's the 2. The 2 is, well, maybe like or not like, but it doesn't matter if they like or not like it because they at least replied to you. They took the time to type a reply. And even if it's not genuine, this leads into the 3, the genuine person will reply and say, hell yeah, man, I'll check it out on my free time. This is where the 50-50 probability comes in, because that 3 most probable supporter, 9 times out of 10, will listen to it.
Well, that's not 50%.
that 5 out of 10.
But I get what you're saying. I get
They
the number,
might
I get
or
what
might
the number
not.
game you're talking
And
about.
that's why the follow-up is important. And that's why I tell if they do reply, if they're a 2 or a 3, I always reply. I say the same thing. I say, thank you. Let me know your favorite track.
Yeah.
Because now they have an incentivized reason to go listen.
Go back and listen.
They already replied. Now they're invested.
Now they're like,
It's a conversation. We connected.
And that's what makes it more personal.
It's personal. They're going to remember my message. And my shit's in their DMs. They can't go to their Instagram without seeing my shit. At least my thread. Yeah. So it's just psychological. Like, your promotion has to be psychological. Yeah. But not spammy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make a group chat and put my link in there 10 times with 50 people who are just going to leave the chat because it's annoying. Yeah, exactly. That's not how you promote. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in group chats. I still send it. I'm not saying I don't send it, but I'm not going to make a group chat just to send it. Yeah. I'm going to send it to you because I want you to listen. So, do you want to leave anything besides me with the people, bro? And leave them with? Dang. What to say? I don't know. We said a lot today. This is our 3rd installment. If you're watching, thanks. To all the artists out there, I guess don't be afraid to just drop shit. Like, we're kind of attached sometimes to our art, and sometimes you might have a banger. Just follow your intuition and stop caring so much about plays and like likes, and just drop it for you, and then it'll probably get more. Like, that's what happened for me. That's all I'm saying. I just want to share my experience. Quarantine's doing cool. Go slap it. COVID music. Search Madspill COVID music on YouTube or whatever you got. Slap that shit. Let me know. Tag me. Shouts out Harmon. Shouts out Stockton. Thank you. Lift our city up. Nigga, plug. Now he's linking songs. Me and Madspill and fucking Diamond coming with you with a banger.